And hello there, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Excuse me while I wipe uh moisture from my eye. I wasn't crying. I don't know why I suddenly felt the need to wipe my eye, but I mean there was moisture there, so I'm not really too sure what the deal was. I guess I was yawning. That would make sense. Hey there, Bass Backwards. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo? Hopefully you're doing quite well today. Excuse me while I look for my controller, which is in this bundle of just mess here. I need to figure out a better system for where to have my controllers besides on the floor. That's very, I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of them now. Now that I'm streaming multiple systems, yeah, it's a little bit harder now to actually keep the space kind of clean. Excuse me while I get it so you guys can see the Elgato. That would be here. Excellent. Yeah, I just had a thought occur as to how I could probably get it to stay up as opposed to always needing me to reopen it. But that should be good. Anyway, get rid of that underlay. Boom, boom. Look at that. Boom. All right. We, my friends, once I hit the button, ready to begin. Once I also do that. There we go. And also move the cursor. There we go. I'm doing all right. Gonna be busy in the evening. Very fair. Very fair. I'm probably gonna be a bit busy this evening too. I'm not really too sure. The stream might be a slightly shorter one. I will just say that because I might need to go out, but I also might not. So it's kind of a good thing we're starting early now. Well, earlier now. Just in case, because now I won't feel bad if I have to leave at, say, like 4 my time or 5 my time. It won't be like, oh, it was only an hour-long stream. Now it can be like, well, it's still like a 3-ish hour-long stream, so it's still good for me, right? I kind of like that. You know, I'm tempted to actually keep the starting time. The starting time seems really nice. I get a lot more done, and I don't feel bad if I do have to actually go out later. What happens if you load a Leon game? Yeah, okay, that's sorry for Leon's data. Alright. Oh my god, it's such a mess of cables now, man. Be glad you guys can't see this, because I'm even struggling. I'm even struggling to be okay with it, and I don't really mind cables that much. Because damn, there's like so many now. Anyway, so what were we doing? We opened up the heart door. That's right. So we opened up this door right here. So I guess that's where we're gonna be going next, right? Alrighty. Now we got a good idea. We got a good plan. We know immediately where to go, what to do, and I'm all kitted out. Once we combine this, now I'm all kitted out, and now we're good to go. All right, let's go. Let's go kick some ass. Man, you know, I've said this so often, but it feels so good to play these games again. Like I said, I used to play them yearly. I used to play like RE1 Remake, RE2, and 3 at the very least, and 4 yearly. I don't know why I stopped. I don't know why I never really included Code Veronica on that list. I enjoyed the game. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't want to get burnt out before I hit 4. That's a possibility. But man, I used to play these games yearly. Like, it's kind of funny. There are maybe like 3 franchises that I played yearly. And that was like not every single game in the series, but like most, or at least the ones I really enjoyed. And that was Call of Duty, Resident Evil, Ace Combat. The 3 games I would play on a nearly yearly basis. Hey Mario, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo? Mario says, I cleared P7s last night after wiping it. Oh, 0.1%. Oh, man, that's always painful. Oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been there, dude. That's so harsh. Yeah, I've kind of slowly been getting back into FF14 myself. It's been nice. I've been doing some of the old crafting grind again. Which I do enjoy. I enjoy it. It gives me a chill thing to do for a little while, right? It gives me a very chill thing to do for like a couple hours. While I like watch a YouTube video I've been sitting on or something, right? Wait a minute, I went to the wrong place. I did go to the wrong place. Whoops. You know, I was thinking about something too, actually. So I was thinking about another reason why this game can like jump scare me so effectively, right? Because I was thinking about this a little bit the other night after the last stream ended. Because last stream I got scared to shit. I got scared a lot and on certain bits. And I was wondering a little bit about that. I think one thing that they've done that's actually genius, right? That's actually genius. But it is kind of a game limitation that they used, very much like what Silent Hill did, right? And that is when you do a transition and it loads in the next screen, right? It has that little stutter. It's a very minor stutter for the camera to switch, right? But it's like so minor that if you do, and I've noticed most of the jump scares that get me are on the camera switch. So it's like when this happens and you have a loud and then you see like something for a split second and then it freezes and then it continues moving again. It's just enough time to get you feeling, oh my god, but you can't react to it. And it's like a freeze frame, so you see it there. But like I said, you can't do anything about it until you can actually move again. Then it's like, oh my god. It's actually really smart how they've done that. It's quite brilliant. I don't know, maybe the camera like stutter is even kind of by design, because I don't remember Resident Evil 1 doing that. So maybe that's even a design choice they've made. I'm not too sure, but it's cool as hell. It's cool as hell if that's the case. Hey, give me 1 second while I just make sure everything is running smoothly. Smoothly, smoothly, smoothly. Answer to that is a very clear yes. No, sorry, I've just been reading that some people have been like having some issues with Twitch today, and I just want to make sure I wasn't one of them. So I apologize for that very minor thing. See, Mario says the new P8's mount is a Chinese fire dragon on land and Phoenix in the air. That's badass. I need to do some of those harder raids. I need to just go into a party finder and just do some. Because, well, you know, obviously you get cool mounts, right? And I like cool mounts. So yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. Right, like, I don't know, it's just so, it's a good design. It's actually a really good design. Is there anything over here? There is. No, not shotgun shells, it's grenade rounds, which is even better, some might say. So, there is a way for me to get to a safe item box, right? I think there is. I think, listen, I'm pretty sure there is. I might need to go through some dogs, but I think I have enough handgun ammo to take care of some dogs. Hopefully. I don't hear anything dangerous. But that could be just as bad. Okay. I don't know how I feel about all the silence. I don't know if I like that. Well, it's not silent because you have music, but monster silence. I don't know if I like that. Is Red Herb here? Okay. Okay, so we slay dogs. We slay dogs. That's what we do here. They're outside. Well, I mean, they're outside of the police station. They're outside of the map until now. I'm trying to time it. I think I'm doing a good job. Okay. I was gonna say that's one down, so now I should be in the clear. You're not dying, are you, doggo? There you go. Okay, now we're in the clear. Manhole is open, the ladder leads down. I will go down, because I think this is where a safe room is. If I remember from Leon's playthrough, I think this is where a safe room is. Yeah, it's like just in here? Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. I didn't want to run all the way back. I just thought that'd be too much of a pain in the ass. I didn't want to do it. So let's go ahead and combine these. So I have 3 slots. I could get rid of this. I'm not really gonna need 6. That's 2 shots. Like, is that really worth it? I'm mostly keeping the bowgun on me as a precaution. But like, I don't really need it. I guess I'll keep it. I don't really have a reason not to, just in case, right? Like I said, it's purely a just in case thing. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Not with a laugh like that.
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Sherry, no.
Wait, Sherry, don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
Yeah, so where's Sherry now? Do we have a gun? The answer is no, but I do have a first aid spray and a picture, which I will check. A picture taken fairly recently. Hey Kitty, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo? Hopefully you're doing well. Prepare to watch me be a little girl for a little bit. With zombies around, apparently. Now, will Sherry be able to dodge? Hopefully she can. She's small and tiny. She should be able to. So I kind of need to do the opposite of what I did with Ada. So I need to cross this bridge. I think I need to cross this bridge, and I can get, like, some goodies. I can get around 1. Can they only throw up on her? Oh, they don't have the animation to actually grab her, so they can only throw up on her. Okay, well, that's good to know. I was wondering how they do that. See, Kitty says I am, thank you. I hope y'all are. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Hey, it's us pool. I don't like where this is going. I know, right? Not very bueno. Admittedly, I think she's still in a better spot than in the remake at this point, but we'll get there when we get back to the remake. I know I streamed that once before, but fuck it. We'll do like a replay of it anyway. Doesn't really matter. Oh, a map. Oh, a map. Sewage map. Yes, I will take the sewage disposal map, which is just this. Yeah. Okay. I'm just yeah, okay, I see. I was just checking to see where exactly the map was. Like where I would be going, but that makes sense. How she kind of floats down. How would you see me? I don't know how the hell I'd really like climb this as a child this small. I guess you could just use your arms. I guess you could. I guess it's not really that hard. Okay, so what's the trick? There's a trick here. The trick is to do this. That's right. So they try to fool you. And then... Did I blow it? Did I blow it again? I think I did. Because I need to move this box, but I can't move it that way. So no, I didn't blow it. But how? No, I know what to do. Okay, I think I did the exact same thing again. I think I did the exact same... Oh, come on, Sherry. I like how she has a chance to miss climbing up. Like how... Maybe I'll see if I can do it again. It's a waste of time, but maybe I'll see if I can do it again. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Anna Dragovic. I apologize. But how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I never imagined that Sherry is smarter than Marvin. I could not believe how stupid he was. Man, good old Marvin. I mean, hey, he just wanted Leon to be fine, right? I'll be real, I don't actually remember what Marvin did that might have been stupid. Other than kicking Leon out of the room, but he was already bitten by that point, so I don't know. Perhaps. Also, thank you for reminding me of his name. I know last stream the other day, I actually struggled with remembering it for some reason. I was like, I'm pretty sure it starts with an M, but I couldn't quite recall. Yeah, see, like when she does that, right? Like when she does the little leg stutter. Speedrunners hate it, I'm sure. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice touch. Alright, let's go ahead and push this box here. And now we're good. Now I'm no longer dumb. Ah, Sherry, come on. Come on, Sherry, you can climb that. Okay. Is it specifically on the bottom one? It might be specifically on the bottom one. I'm curious. It's a waste of time for me to check, but I'm legitimately curious. No, it's not. It is just purely random. Okay. Yeah, the animation's nice, right? They did a good job. They did do a really good job. I will lower the water. Or I've raised the water, excuse me. Mistakes were made. Oh, what's this? The precinct key, that's right. I still do need that. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 really does have a lot going for it. I know I talked about this before, but I'm still kind of debating if this or RE1 remake is my favorite in the series of OG Resident Evils anyway. Sealed firmly. Do I need to do something else? Where do I need to go? Because I have the key. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Whoops, I went the way Ada would need to go. My bad. They're both just so good. They're both just so good. And I know when I play Resident Evil 3, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, Resident Evil 3. This one's also a favorite, and it is, but... Here we go.
Claire, are you there?
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here.
Yeah, 2 things, in fact. You better check the grenades.
Another.
Okay, good. She did a good throw.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Yeah, about that.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
No, you can't. You're a
Wait,
small child.
Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Man, Leon's progressing a lot faster than Claire, huh? Okay, so we need to go there. It's gotta be awful for a child to go through. Oh, for sure, right? Please? Thank you. I was gonna say, I'm not leaving. Well, I won't leave the key, but I also don't want to leave the grenade rounds. No way. Give me those. Slap them into my inventory, please. It's okay, Sherry's tough. Sherry's tough. She may only be like 8 or something, but she's tough. I think she is probably about 8. I don't remember. I think in the manual, which I do have. Do I grab the manual and look? You know what? I'm gonna flex the fact that I have a manual. I'll be 1 sec. I'm gonna flex that I have the manual and see. I will be 1 second. You know what? I'll even leave the mic going because it's not like I'm leaving the room. All right, 1 sec. All right, let's see here. Ugh. You go back up. This goes back on. Hey guys. Ugh. One out. Oh boy, precautions booklet for the GameCube. Alright, so let's see. Does it give me character bios in this? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm incorrect. That's why they did. Oh, what's this? Can't survive? Try this. Enemies can be knocked down. Enemies will fall after taking several shots to the body, but after they come to, they'll be back up and after you in an instant. Conserve ammo by knocking down enemies instead of shooting them, then run past them to get out of their range. Weapon effectiveness varies with range and target. Determine the best weapon for the situation. Taking into consideration ammo availability, this is the single most important factor in survival. Know your enemies as well. Each enemy is uniquely shaped, blah, blah. Try all options, search all areas. Yeah, so I guess I'm just incorrect. I could have swore it did, but maybe I'm thinking of like... Maybe I'm thinking of another book oh, no, here it is. Let's see. Ah, she's 12. Okay. There you go. See? You guys can't really see that, I don't think, but she's 12, apparently. Am I blocking the thing with my hand? I don't know, but she's 12. All right. I knew it was in there. I haven't looked at that manual in years, but I knew it was in there. Okay. Back to the game. Cause like in my mind's eye, I can envision what it looked like in the manual. I'm like, I know it's in here. It has to be in here. I very distinctly remember it. But I also have, I never picked that up. Shoot, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I need to put this away, too. Alright, we'll just put this away quick. Oh, well, I intended to, and then I got distracted with Sherry Birkin. That's what happened. I got distracted, but I didn't intend to. But I also have another book. What's it called? Like the like the Biohazard. Oh, fuck, what's it called? It's basically like the Hyrule Historia, but for Resident Evil. I'm gonna be honest, the book quality that at least I got was really shitty because a lot of the pages actually fell out. So I wouldn't mind getting a new one if I can find it again. But I still have the book. I think I actually just kept all the pages where they should be. And it was a pretty good book. It detailed a lot of interesting things. Like, it went into a lot of detail about, like, the various incidents and gave you a lot of detail and background on all the enemies in the game up to that point. The Raccoon City Files? Is that what it was called? I don't remember. It was something or other. I think it was something. It was something. And had like a first-hand report like written by Wesker, I think. It was actually pretty well done. Yes, that's locked. I need a club key. Wait. Don't I have... I put it away? Oh my god, what's going on with me? What's wrong with me today? I never put a key away. Have I been that absent-minded like this whole time? Jeez. I miss game manuals coming with games anymore. Something the kids of the future will never know the joy of. Everything will just be online. Yeah, right. So that is something that I've certainly thought about, right? Megan and I actually talked about that, I think, a couple days ago. Because, yeah, what was it? What was it? I think it was yesterday. I was going through the garage a little bit. And I came across a bunch of my old manuals, like for Hey You Pikachu, and just what else? It was like Hey You Pikachu and StarCraft, I think. And I was like, wow, look at this. You don't see this anymore. And we got into a discussion about how just like it is sad because manuals are cool. Like they were really cool. They were just fun to read. I'm kind of sad they got rid of them because they did. They just straight up like manuals, right? Like they just killed them, you know, for really no reason. I guess it's to like save on paper or whatever, but you know, it doesn't make the game any cheaper to buy. So it's like, I don't really care. Keep the manuals in. It's not like a manual is gonna save on that much paper anyway. It's like, no, just give me my damn manual. I want to read stuff, you know. I want to read about the game and the lore and the world, you know. Ah, there's a liquor in here, of course. If they took like $5 off the game, then maybe I'd be like, I'll still buy it with the manual. But you take like $5 off the game, and maybe I would actually see it as being useful. So let me think about this. So there are like a couple liquors in there, and I would much rather not be hit by them. But I also need to explore that room. So do I get the grenade launcher? Is this a grenade launcher situation? Or is this a crossbow situation? Well, bow gun situation. Is it easy to kill lickers with a crossbow? Well, bow gun. I don't actually know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think this is a good idea. I should probably just go get the grenade launcher. Fine. Fine. I had my inner voice going on about like what I should do. Maybe I'll bring out the grenade launcher with the rounds it has. Like with just normal rounds. Because I think acid rounds are better on bosses anyway. I don't even remember. I think acid rounds are considered better. I think it depends, though. Is a shame, yeah. Yeah, I saw an article today, actually, which this is very off the topic, but I think it's still kind of relevant. I saw an article today from, I think it was like Anime News Network, and it was like, you know, modern teens say Gundam is an old people show. And I was like, man, I like Gundam. I mean, granted, I've only seen like a couple of the Gundam series so far, but I like it. And it's like, I came to the realization, I was like, yep, damn, I'm old now. I'm officially old according to young people. And now it's got me thinking about manuals. It's like, I'll be talking to my child one day in the future, and I'll be like, you know, when we had video games back in my day, we used to get little mini books you could also read. He'd be like, oh, are they holographic? And I'll be like, no, son, they're made on paper. Or daughter, or whatever. Either way, they're made on paper. He'd be like, well, that's weird. You're old and gross. And I'll be like, yeah. First of all, don't talk to me that way, small child. But also, you're right. Some Steam games have manuals outside or in the game. Yeah, like some still kind of do it. They don't, like, I appreciate the ones that do at least keep up some sort of manual tradition. Okay, I just need to trigger him. There we go. Oh, fuck. Okay. There we go. Oh my god, really? Okay, so that took... It's at 13, so I lost just under half. That's not terrible, all things considered. It's better been worth it. Yes, that was worth it, because I need that. That's a very important thing that I do indeed need. Now, do I put the grenade launcher back? Now, that's the question. Like at best, I could just like, oh, wow. I assume that's to the Gundam comment. And, yeah, basically same. It's like, man, really? You gonna do me like that, teens? Now, granted, it was modern day Japanese teens, but I'm assuming a lot of, well, I guess of course it would be, right? Being, well, no, lots of people watch anime now. I don't even know why I was like, oh yeah, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I assume teenagers in North America probably feel the same too. Yeah, they're still making Gundam shows. In fact, the new one just came out, which I think is why the article came out. So yeah, but apparently it's an old people show now. It's like, man, my heart. That's okay. I'm okay with being old. I've prepared for this day for a while now. I don't know what the new Gundam's called. Like the mystery of something or other. I'm not really too sure. I love the old Gundam shows though. I really do. Me and one of my friends was binging it. Well, we watched the movies for season 1. Like the first series, because he said the season was mostly just filler and the movies were really what encapsulated everything. So we watched the movies, and then we watched the sequel series to that, and then we watched, I think, like, another one. Yeah, Witch of Mercury, that's it, thank you. And it's like, they're really good. They're really products of their time as well, which I found really interesting. Because you had a lot of, like, I think you had a lot of, at least in the first series, yeah, and maybe second, a lot of, like, genderization and just various things that would be like, oh, okay, yeah, you won't see that much anymore. But it's really interesting. I think yeah, it was really interesting. And then I found out the main character in series 1 is Canadian, which I actually did not realized and I found rather interesting. I don't remember his name, mind you. I'm sure Mario could probably start with an S. I don't remember. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to find out. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. This be one map. I will take that. Shinji. Yes, you're right. Shinji, I believe. Reserve power control panel. Power can be rerouted areas with insufficient power. Yeah, I will do this because I need to. It was up, up, down, down, up, I think. Up, up, down, down. No, it's not gonna do it. Oh, no, is it? No, well, yeah, up. Okay, good. But yeah, I was like, oh, he's Canadian? That's kind of cool. And the characters are actually really stupid. That's another thing I realized. Like, if you look at Shinji and what he does and says, he's actually kind of a moron. But I feel like that kind of makes him also kind of weirdly endearing. And same with the character in the series after that. He's also, like, incredibly stupid. I don't think they painted... Well, maybe they do. I don't remember. I don't quite remember how they paint it. But I know it. I just know there's a lot of idiocy. And they also need to lock their goddamn doors for Gundams. That's another thing they need to do. Like, that's one trope me and my friend found pretty early. Is that you have these giant robot suits that are very highly advanced and very powerful and very much like, especially the Gundam itself, where it's like, well, you gotta keep it hidden because, you know, it's powerful and you don't want the enemies to steal it. But yet there were so many times when you'd have like the main character or like even another character. Like, I think this is one thing that I think that actually happens like really early on in series 2, so I'm not really gonna consider it a spoiler. I think it's literally episode 1, where it's like the main character of that one just like hops into a Gundam that's being transported, and it's like, don't they keep those locked? Like, just keep them locked, you know. Don't leave it open. That's dumb, you know. It was really silly. So see, okay, so this is something that I talked about during Leon's session, right, during Leon's playthrough. So you can take one of these and Claire will get the other, or you can take both as Leon and Claire won't get any of these. Or you can keep them both here for Claire. Yeah, I didn't mean to take that one first. I'll take the side pack and equip it. The side pack is being equipped. Thank you, game. See, and I think she actually has it. Yeah, so you can actually see the side pack on her now too, which is neat. So now we have a submachine gun to kick total ass with. And 2 extra spaces to hold it. So it's really, really nice. Welcome back, kitty. Yeah. So, yeah, the characters in Gundam are really stupid. I really enjoyed the series that I've seen, but they're really dumb. We also watched another series, which my friend basically said was like Vietnam, but in Gundam. And I don't remember which one that was. I think that was the series after 3, but I don't really recall. I think we did kind of jump around a smidge. That one wasn't... I think the characters are still pretty dumb in that one, but I think it was a little bit different. I also think it was a lot more serious. Yeah, I don't know. Gundam's really interesting. Like, for real, if anybody is okay with like going back and watching like an older anime, watch Gundam Series 1, Series 2, and just like watch them, because they're really interesting to watch. Very unique, and definitely a look into the past. put this one down here. I think this is fine. I think I'm gonna keep this on me. I don't know when I'm ever gonna really need it, but I'll keep it on me. I may as well. I don't think I'll use it outside of bosses though, or like big ass rooms that need clearing. I might use it there. Because I think if I remember correctly with the submachine gun in particular, is I don't think you ever get really much ammo for it. I think you can find some ammo for it. But I think typically what you have in this gun is what you're gonna have the rest of the game. So, you know, use it wisely, basically. So maybe to clear out like a liquor, or to clear out like a room, or to use on a boss. Like, I might use that on the next boss we see, or I might not. I don't know. I'll need to think about that. Dogs? Yeah, dogs. I think I can run past these dogs, though. Or just walk around them. Assuming that one will let me. It's not gonna let me, is it? Nope. Nope, it's not. Okay, see, we're fine. See, that area you can run away from the dogs perfectly fine, apart from getting hit once. That's on me. Don't worry about it. That one's on me. Those are zombies, I guess. I just want to see if there's anything this way. So I think, yeah, there is. Okay. Because, like, with Leon, I remember there being an item here, and I think it was a green herb as well. And I would like to keep that, because I like having heals, just in case things go wrong and I need to be healthy again. Yeah, the dogs even have, like, drool dripping from their mouths. Man, there's so much detail in this game that I never noticed before. Oh, there's dogs in here, too. Shit, run. Just run. Well, there's dogs all over the place in this basement. Well, this is a kennel, so this one makes a bit more sense. Well, I guess the other ones also make sense in that context, too. I was gonna say, I think I have one more shot. No, I had two. Okay. What might you be? You look like... Oh, you're the thing I need to get up into the clock tower. You're a blue herb that I don't really need, but I'll take anyway. Never really hear about a dog hoarding. I know, right? You don't really hear about dog hoarding, but... Okay, I believe I'm in the clear. This isn't open. Yeah, Liz firmly closed. So... what other rooms are down here? I know I have the room with Ben. Yeah, just that, the room with Ben. Okay. Oh, here's the other camera film, the one that I couldn't get before. So I'm gonna do one thing that's sacrilege, kind of, and I'm gonna do this before I get poisoned. I imagine I'll get poisoned once, at the very least. Perfect. Ben? Are you okay, Ben? Oh my god, there's more. Is this another blue? That's another blue. Blue and a green. Hey, Ben. On crowd. Oh man, I need to come back. I definitely need to come back. The body has been torn apart. Something appears to have burst out from inside. Well, I need that. So I need to come down here for a couple more things. That's easy enough. That's easy enough. I can do it before I continue on, I suppose. Okay, mental note. Gotta come back. No! I knew I should have ran. Oh, look at that. Look at that, dude. Pro zigzagger. Pro zigzagger right here. You know, I don't really need to come back, actually. I can just deposit the stuff and then go and pick that up. And then hopefully not really have to go back there. Yeah, I'll just do that. The Zigzagoon confirmed greater than Houndoom. Basically, right? Man, when I play Pokemon, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun just having like teams that people would probably be like, well, it's not a good team to have. And I'll be like, I don't care, they're my favorite. I'll use Cloyster if I damn well please. Dun dun dun, put you away. I don't really need these either. I don't need that until a little bit later. I'm still not too sure like what Pokemon game I'm technically gonna stream first. I've actually thought about that a bit because I know Megan and I are gonna be doing a playthrough of Scarlet and Violet when those come out. I don't think those will be streamed. But I also don't know. I might talk with her a bit more about that. Those will be recorded, if anything. I don't know if they'll be streamed. I know we're gonna do stuff with that. But I don't know what game I'd do besides that. Like, I don't know which one I'd start with. Would I start with Gen 1 and then work my way down? Not too sure. That's true. We've been playing Legends Arceus. That's right. I do need to finish that one. Which will happen. That one will certainly happen. I really want to finish that. I also want to finish Elden Ring. And Ratchet. There's a lot of games that need finishing. That just haven't been finished yet. I mostly blame the fact that too many good games have come out recently. It's a combination of too many good games and... It's a combination of too many good games and... just not being able to do certain things, right? Oh, the agony. Spooktober. Yeah, Spooktober is another thing that obviously kind of put that a bit to the side. Once we get more time, it'll be very easy to just finish up Arceus and finish up Elden Ring. Especially if I do keep the current schedule that I'm doing, I really think I might continue streaming this early. Well, quote unquote early, right? Streaming earlier, I should say. If I keep that up, I think I will. Just because I know I can get a lot more done. You can get a lot more done in 5 hours than you can in 3 hours, believe it or not. Crazy, right? Absolute revolutionary theory. Damn. Damn, got hit twice. Sad. Absolute sad. May as well delete this whole save now. How hurt am I? Yellow caution, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think the only games I currently have on, well, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the games I currently have ongoing would be Elden Ring, Ratchet, Legends Arceus, or Arceus, excuse me, and Subnautica Below Zero, because I still want to get back to that. I haven't forgotten about that game. Don't worry. I think I just needed a bit of a break. Maybe we could get everything done if we stream non-stop. You know what, backwards? Revolutionary idea. Nah, don't do that. I don't know if there's a record for longest stream other than like Lo-Fi Girl, but still not healthy to try. Definitely not healthy to try, but still fun to do. At least a 24-hour one. I don't think I could go for non-stop. I know some people do their subathons where it's like, oh, I keep the stream running for so much longer with every sub, but then they don't even stay the whole time. Right? Which I get. I wouldn't stay the whole time either, probably. I'd probably have a cutoff limit, though. That'd probably be the difference if I ever do a subathon. I would probably do a subathon within limits. Where the limit is... like... I stop the subathon when I actually feel like it's getting a bit too much. Because you have some... and it's okay if they do this, right? Like, it's okay if they do it. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Well, and like not saying it's bad or anything. I just don't think it's something I would personally do. Where it's like they'll do a subathon and they'll keep the stream going, but they'll still leave the stream obviously to eat and sleep and stuff, right? So it's not like yeah, the stream's still going, but you're not there. Right? You're not there. I think that might be a little bit weird personally. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a thing where the goal of it should be to stay there, right? Like, I feel like that's the goal, is to stay there the whole time while the stream's happening. Now, once again, that's not feasible if, like Backwards said, 200 hours, right? Like I don't think it's feasible for someone to sit there for 200 hours and stream nonstop with them being there. It's not healthy. I wouldn't condone that. That wouldn't be good, like, at all. It's like, please never do that. But I don't know. I guess to me, it's just like if you do a subathon, have like a limit, like have a cutoff limit, but be there the whole time. Because I feel like that's part of the fun of that. Is like, okay, I'm subbing, so the streamer has to stay for longer, you know, and to support the streamer, of course, right? Which is always appreciated. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like part of the fun is to keep the streamer there. It's not so much to keep the stream going necessarily, it's to keep the streamer there playing games. So if it's like, if they get up and leave and sleep and eat and do all that other stuff that a normal human being does, then I don't know, it just seems not as right to me. But once again, that's a personal me thing. I could understand if some people thought otherwise. Oh, what's this? An ink ribbon. Sure, I'll take it. Probably drop a save for safety soon anyway. Thought you'd die, yeah. Yeah. No, like I said, it's just my thing. Others probably think differently. Like I said, though, if I ever do a subathon, it's gonna be a limit. Maybe at most, like, 2 days over a weekend. And I'll still eat during the stream and do all the other stuff. But I probably just wouldn't sleep, right? That would probably be my maximum limit, though, is 2 days. It's like, keep the sub going. You guys sub enough. 2 day stream. That's the max. Then any sub after that will just be a sub and not go towards the actual subathon, I guess. Let's see. Bassaka says, I kind of like what some people do when it's like a new multiplayer game. They have like say 7 hours, and if people want to extend that, and they will. But you know they can sleep. It's just how long they're playing a certain game. Yeah, that's reasonable, I think. Yeah. Like I think that makes sense. I think that's yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't know. I keep wanting to like add to that, but no, it just makes sense. What other door do I have to unlock? I have that one. I'm not too sure exactly where and I wish to go. Longest subathon is 326 days and counting. See, like I said, clearly some people like the way they do that. Even then, though, I don't know if I'd want to keep my stream going for that long. Because I mean, I do a lot of stuff here on the computer as well, just like during the day when I'm not streaming. So it'd be like kind of cuts into a lot of my like, I guess, personal time as well. You know, yeah, I don't know if I could really do that. Unless I had like a separate streaming PC where I could do just other things. I don't know. Yeah, toss that key out. Get rid of it. It's useless to me now. Okay, so I need to get that. I still need those gems. I still need those rubies. I need a lighter. Another F8. Well, that's good. Where do I get a lighter? Like, is this a lighter? No, it's not. Where do I get the lighter in this game? Shoot, okay, so I missed it somewhere. I missed the lighter somewhere. It could be up where the clock tower is. It could be up there. I guess that is one other place I haven't been to yet. Cause that's my current wall. Is I need the lighter. And I haven't seen it. You know, I was gonna say, imagine streaming for like 26 days. I guess another worry of mine would be like, what if the power goes out? Not like it happens often, like, but it happens sometimes. Where like the power will go, or like you'll lose internet connection or something. But like, does that person have like their own generator? Where that they just keep running constantly, like to stream? I don't know, it's kind of an interesting idea. You know who we haven't seen in a while, by the way? We haven't seen Mr. X in quite some time. Now, where could Mr. X be? Ooh, there's a looker there. I forgot they appear. Look at him go, dude. No, get away from me. Oh, he's like on my ass, dude. I mean, it isn't straight. That's obviously lethal, apparently. Someone was streaming for 654 days straight, but, like, still sleeping and all that, and that's just, weird. Yeah. Like, I imagine they sleep and do stuff. I doubt they're even there on, like, a lot of days. Like I said, if that's what they want to do, no issues, but just not my thing. I don't think I could do a subathon where I'm not, like, at the computer during it. I need the crank. I need the crank. It's a good thing I came in here, actually. So, where is yon crank? This is looking pretty decent. This is looking pretty decent.